All right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, hello everybody. My name is Darius Anucauskas and I'm the global market analyst here at Markets.com. So, look, I wanted to quickly share with you a little piece on Ripple because, as you know, if you're following the crypto world, you know there is some news. But before we jump into all that, let's quickly have a read through our risk disclaimers. So yes, the content we produce does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation and should not be considered as such. This material should not be taken as an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. Look, like I said, yes, we're seeing some news coming through on Ripple. Also, before I pick up on that, just a quick mentioning of my of the Markets.com website, which you can always check us out for more information about us. And another thing I almost forgot is the event that's happening soon, so next week. So you can join this live Zoom session with me, Darius Anucauskas. Yep, and we're gonna dig into the psychology of trading. And in general, I think this could be quite useful. You could, just have a listen to something. You might find some useful information, something maybe you already knew, but still, like I said, we're gonna have a nice casual discussion. You can ask questions, and the questions are welcome. So yes, feel free to join, and you can find the link for this webinar for the registration part. You can find it in the description below under this video. So yeah, you know the drill basically. So yeah, everything is in that description area. So ladies and gentlemen, let me just start off here with a Ripple and looking at this picture here. I mean, this is wonderful. This is like I said, we had a beautiful pop yesterday, and if you've missed the news, if you're wondering, what the hell is happening, well, basically, we got a tweet, we got like a message on social media from the head of the CEO of Ripple Labs saying that he basically the SEC is planning to drop or already dropping the lawsuit against the Ripple Labs, and this helped the crypto to soar nicely to the upside here. Look, this has been a long ongoing problem. I mean, about 4 years ago when it first started off, Ripple got a lawsuit. And yep, because apparently it's the institutional investors were sold the crypto was purchased by the institutional investors incorrectly. So yeah, I mean, that kind of sparked the whole. So for retail customers it was fine, but for the institutional investors, it should have complied with like security laws and everything. And, anyway, I think that in my opinion, I think that there was like something just to pick up on and potentially maybe to even bring it down, or maybe the SEC wanted to show that they're in control and everything. Not that I'm against the SEC in general. No, they're doing a good job, but I think in certain cases, if you look at those, I mean, I think maybe they were. I don't know. It was very weird that you're picking up on one guys, but you're not picking up on other guys. So it's like, yeah, like this cherry picking thing. So that's why it didn't really look in this specific case. It didn't really look very what was the word for that? Convincing, let's put it this way. Right. So anyway, let's get back to the whole technical picture here. I mean, as you can see, I mean, this crypto soared here. This was, this is at the end of this at the end of 2024 when all the crypto soared, and we traveled higher, and basically we reached an area, a new all-time high. Let me just actually have a look at if I can find a better chart here with more data. If I can see this one, let's see if I can find this one on TradingView. So what I wanted to show you is that, look, previously that was the previous all-time high, this 3.31. That was reached back in 2018. This is where we, it rallied. It was a crazy move. Then it kind of sold off heavily. But now it's back in the game. And what's interesting here is that, look, we've popped. Yes, we popped higher yesterday. Let me just go back into this one because I don't need that previous history anymore. So we popped higher. We cleared a key area of resistance around the 2.37 zone. I talked about Ripple in my previous analysis. I talked about it in my webinars, in my live sessions, which you can always join. Tomorrow one is happening at 8 o'clock GMT time. But during the week on Monday and Wednesday, I talked about this and I said, look, keep your eyes on the potential kind of breakout here. In a way, I wasn't expecting that, the SEC will drop it. Just purely from the technical perspective, I was kind of leaning a little bit more towards the upside if I would get this breakout here through this 2.3766 zone and this 50-day EMA here on this daily chart. Now, I'm still somewhat positive on this one, to be honest. I think that the moment, yes, we got the news from the CEO. However, as I understood, that the SEC so far has not really kind of gave its comments. And I think that's what the market is waiting for. And I think that the SEC is trying to maybe find a way how to come out of this, not so damaged in a way, so that it wouldn't like damage its reputation. So that's what I'm saying. So for now, I think that that's why it's not soaring further. I think it's a little bit on pause, but in a way, there is a good chance for this one to actually continue drifting. Higher. And at the moment, I think that as long as we stay above the 50-day EMA, I will continue targeting the upside, and I'll aim for this downside line initially. And let me just adjust it very quickly. So I'll aim for this downside line, which is taken from the highest point of January of this year. And yep, then we'll see. If it breaks it, wonderful. Let's go higher. Let's go further north. There are plenty of other nice, good-looking resistance levels on the way higher. So yes, like for example, this one we could target the 2.0, like almost the psychological 3 zone. Then we could maybe target the current all-time high near the 3.39 zone, and then so on and so on. But for now, I think everything is very calm, very we're waiting to see what's going to happen, what verdict we'll get from the SEC, because in a way they cannot really stretch it for too long, because the market will start saying, okay, so is this true or not? So, then I think that this is where when Ripple could start attacking, and publicly attacking SEC, saying, look, guys, I mean, you need to confirm this or not, is the case dropping or not dropping? So that's what I'm saying. So for now, yes, it's in pause. I think this pause is happening because the SEC is trying to find some sort of like a what to say in a way, how to not to kind of lose its face. In this specific case, yeah, I mean, like I said, we could see some further action to the upside. But for now, look, let's keep it short and simple. Although, yes, I'm in favor of further upside, still, I should not exclude the downside scenario. So my downside scenario here will be on a break back below the 2.37 territory. The same barrier that I looked at for the upside, now I will take a look at it from the downside perspective if we do fall back below it, because at the same time we would fall below the 50-day EMA. Then I'll aim for the 100-day EMA here, shown as the blue line, and then we have this upside line to kind of worry about, and this one is taken from the lowest point of February. So in a way, what I can say here is that what we have ourselves here is a possible triangle pattern. Now, this leads me to another thing that I really wanted to pass on and kind of let you know here, is that maybe, just maybe, because we're not really falling that much back down, let's say back below that two territory, maybe we're actually establishing like a new norm for Ripple. Maybe it's no longer the levels below the $1 mark if we are looking at here at XRP USD, because again this number one is like, because it's not, we're looking at the XRP USD, not XRP, for example, Euro or GBP. So in this case, like I said, because we're not falling like towards those areas for now, it seems like maybe we're actually, like I said, establishing a new norm. So that could be the new lows, right? Maybe from here the crypto could soar. Maybe it could travel further north. Maybe it could travel towards those that 10 level at some point. Hey, who knows? Again, this is just a theory, because again with Bitcoin, previously when it was like at 50 or 30, everybody was like, we're gonna go towards that 100,000 mark, and everybody's like, wow, that's crazy. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So for now, I'm playing this game safely, carefully. I'm trying to see what's going to happen next. At the moment, yes, there are indications that we could see a further move north. But for me, like I said, as long as we stay above the 50-day EMA and this little barrier here, the one that we broke, yesterday, yep, I'll continue targeting the upside, but only up until this downside line taken from the high of the high, or should I say the current highest point of this year. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this little session, this little video. As I said, I just wanted to share my thoughts with you on Ripple. I think because this is a hot topic right now, and yeah, I mean, look, if this helped, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think in the box below. But yeah, as always, and once again, like I said, don't forget to register for the event here for the Inside a Trader's Mind, which I'll be running next week on Wednesday, 26th of March. So hey, check it out, and yeah, hopefully you'll like that one as well. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I shall see you later with my other video analysis. You can always subscribe to our channel. Subscribe, yep, don't forget to do that, because again, not only that you're helping us, I hope we're also helping you. So thank you very much. Stay safe, have your stop losses in place, risk only what you can afford to lose, don't overtrade, and everything will be fine. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.